Does Christine know that some of those links are outdated?
I'm not sure. I know she's out of town until the 1st of February. So I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I've put in an email to reach out to her a week ago. So I'm hoping after the 1st, she'll respond back to me, and I can at least mention that to her as well.
Right.
So, all right. Okay, so it's 6:34. We have a quorum. We're only missing one board member. Denise, I'm sure you're hiding somewhere there. Ernie is not here at the moment. Hopefully he'll be here. He did say he would be attending. Charlotte had something previously scheduled, so she was not able to be here. So we do have a board with 4 people here out of 6. So let's go ahead and get started. Originally on the agenda, I said there was no treasurer's report, and then I sent you something yesterday. And yesterday, when I looked at it, it's like these figures are not correct. And so today, when I was going through it, I realized why. It went and pulled figures from November and December and January. So that's basically 3 months, which was nice, but useless to us. So let me pull up and share with you what the actual report looks like. And let me enlarge. Oops, wrong one, sorry. Try this again. Too many windows open. Let's first off, make sure I'm on the right window. There we go. And try this one more time. Sorry about this. There we go. There's that. Share it. Okay. So, as expected, January is always a quiet month anyways, but we did have income of $409.18. Let me see if it's going to try to see if I can enlarge this somehow. I'm not seeing it. I'll be glad to email this to anybody who wants to see it in detail later and stuff. So between the short story book sales and then all the books that we have in our donated system, we brought in $213. And then 2 memberships were renewed, and then the rest was me donating back money. So that was the $400. After expenses and everything, we're in the whole $18, which I just took care of today anyways. So yeah, every penny that comes in is gone right out the door, and we're behind in bills. So we still need to figure out how to improve upon that and stuff.
So when you say donated books, sales of donated books, explain that, please.
Okay, so the books that were donated to the museum for continued sales. Okay, we have about 40 books that are in with Ingram. That we have the authorization from the original authors to continue to sell them on their behalf. They've been donated to us for that purpose. So those are the books that have been selling and stuff. We're averaging around about 100 to 150 per month in that right now. Hopefully that'll increase over time and stuff like that. But that was one of the programs that I initiated a couple of years ago, where people who felt that they had no one to leave the books to could donate the books to us. We would continue to promote them and continue to have them available for sale. And that's not bad. I mean, $150 is better than nothing. So, and if we can continue to increase that to where we're averaging 1,000 plus, that helps immensely and stuff. But that's what that is, Becky.
I would be willing to donate, books, but not my rights.
Right. And so, see, that's the thing. When you have it in your will, I'm sure you're going to be leaving it to your kids, correct? Yeah. So these are people that have left it to us,
right? Because
they had no one in the family to do it and stuff. So that's the only way we're doing it. We're not taking physical books to sell. We just don't have the mechanism nor the finances to be able to do that at this time. So these are all through send it up through Ingram to have it distributed and stuff like that and stuff.
Mhm.
So, okay. All right. So any questions about the accounting?
No.
Okay. If y'all are good with that, can I have someone approve it?
I approve it.
Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
Second.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Oh, there you are.
You're trying to get a bite to eat, girl.
Yeah. Okay, so from old business, we voted in all the new members except for one, which technically we need to do shortly in the new business. But otherwise, everybody but Denise Bryson is on here as a board member officially. Things that we worked on were the promotional magazine. The first issue went out. Got good response from a lot of people. They like the layout, they like the information. As you have already seen, I've already created the next 2 editions. The next one is going out April 1st. And then we have the one going out June 1st, and then 3 months later and stuff. So actually, I wanted to ask you guys about that because I said it January 1st because it was the new one and the new year and all that stuff. But should we reset it to be on more of a seasonal type of release? Simply because, say, for example, September is the beginning of the fall aspect, August, September, which is the book releases for that fall season, the holiday season and stuff. If I wait until October to release, then we're kind of missing out opportunities for people to advertise their books that are coming out for the fall and stuff. That's what made me start thinking about that. Thoughts? What do you guys think?
So are you gonna do it like every other month or every quarter?
Every quarter
Okay.
and thinking on the season.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, if you do it September, then the next one wouldn't be till December.
right, December 21st. So it would be, the fall issue would come out September 22nd. And then the winter issue would be December 21st. And then the spring would be March 20th.
But you've already missed the Christmas people. You've already missed sales. If you do it in September,
That would be for the
yeah.
Christmas sales, right?
but would that be enough time? Could you move it back to like the beginning of December or something? So
Well,
hopefully
the September issue would be the Christmas issue.
Okay,
Okay, and then
But would that
December.
still be current come Christmas?
yeah,
I think that's what
um,
Denise is saying.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
it. You're right, Becky.
So, all right, so June 1st, it's April 1st, June 1st. Then the next one would be September 1st. And then December 1st, if I keep it on that kind of quarterly.
Well,
Actually,
maybe our
December.
December one should come out before Black Friday.
Okay. So
Why
like,
don't we just have a Christmas edition?
There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, Becky.
okay, so a special Christmas edition?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And that would
And-
come out right
Like
before
the other
Thanksgiving.
Denise said, we could do it on Black Friday or, in time for that, whatever.
Just as long as you give people an option for something for Christmas before the holidays.
Okay, so this, so the Christmas edition would be a special edition that would be released by Thanksgiving, which is Black Friday.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because people are shopping. So while they're in the shopping
Right.
mode, they might want to shop for books.
Okay,
Or T-shirts or whatever we may have to sell. Maybe we can have some T-shirts available or sweaties or hoodies or something like that available for that as well.
yeah, and those are available. They are in that first edition. There's a full page showing a whole bunch of goodies. And then, of course, our website has, I think, about like 30 different items on there and stuff.
Okay.
But yes, and that goes for any author who wants to promote a special new book coming out or whatever, pre-release editions or whatever. Okay, so we'll do that then. So should I then go ahead and keep on the quarters that I've set up and then that special edition or just, okay,
I think that would be, just keep the other ones going like you have them. And then you'll release that one in September, and then you'll just release an early holiday issue in November.
all righty. That works
And
for
that'll
me.
cover Christmas, and then you'll be back on track for March.
Okay, so let me highlight that. Okay, cool. All
So
right,
do we
so
have like ad space and stuff like that that people can buy advertisement?
we do have that, yes.
Okay.
And actually, let
But
me,
you said no one was using it,
yeah, for the most part, no one's using it. So let me
taking
pull up,
advantage.
yeah, let me pull up the next editions so you guys can see it.
What, and do we have like a price list for it so we can
Yes,
promote it?
it is in there. And it's on the website as well and stuff, but let me show you what we've got.
Okay,
So this is the next edition, the April edition.
okay.
Let me do something here. Try to make it a little larger. Okay. Oops. Okay. So anyways, that's the next edition's cover. Bookspring is a new program that we'll be talking about under new business and stuff. But see, these are the ad size. We have quarter page ads and stuff.
And how much are those down?
I'll have to look.
Okay,
And then we have things, we have pre-publication article going in there.
that's
Um,
nice.
It's
yeah,
nice.
it's 1/3 page thing. Joe submitted that particular article. Then I shortened down the board of directors. There's another couple quarter page ads. Now, and this will also be this particular person, Patricia Taylor Wells, we'll talk about that in the new business as far as marketing. But we'll go into it. Here's more, another article about marketing, how to navigate book festivals, make them more valuable to yourself and more comfortable. Here's a 3rd page ad that we did sell. Ernie bought it. Again, some more 3rd page ads. Small little ad. Here's that clothing items. We have mugs. We have the book socks. Hats,
Oh, those are
sweatshirts.
neat. I like those, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
like
like them
those.
socks. I do too. I'm gonna have to buy some.
You just sold a pair of them.
Me too.
Yeah, you just sold a pair of them.
And they're not too expensive overall. There's our short story contest. Again, promoting things. Here's one of the ads. This is a 1/8 of a page ad, which we call a business card. It was $75. Here's another one talking about your sales pitch, an article on that. Another marketing referring to the book contest, the one-line promotion program that we're going to talk more about, and of
Yeah.
course, Lone Star Festival. So, 22 pages, good
Nice.
information. I think it's valuable in that respect. And like I said, with each
And where
edition, we'll
you
have
selling
more
it?
topics. We're not selling it, it's a freebie. So we put it out there on social media for people to get. We send it out in the newsletter that people can download a copy. We have, I think the last count was about 200 downloads with about 1,000 page views. 1,000 page views
Okay.
on the website. And then from that 1,000 page views, because you don't have to download it to see it, 200 people did actually download it. So.
Okay,
So for a first magazine, with limited resources, that's not bad.
that's not bad at all.
I'm kind of happy with it. But the second one's looking good. It's all set and everything. So I'm real happy with that. So, all right. So,
Now, Alan, when you share it, can we share it on? Is it something like when you say you share it on social media? We get it. Can we share it, or we can't? We can't do that.
yeah, you could actually download a copy yourself and, well,
Y'all
you
sure
can
y'all
send
don't
it
wanna
via
sell it?
email, but you can send. All right. So here's what I'll do. I will send you a link that
Okay,
you can share on social media.
got it.
Okay, and that will direct them right to the magazine, and they can download it and stuff like that. So
Okay,
I will send you the link. So let me add it into the notes here so I don't forget.
Have we ever thought about doing book promotions for people and advertise? I was looking out there as a lady. It's called Tina's Book Promotions. Have y'all seen it?
Mm-mm.
yes. She's on
Yeah.
She's on Facebook, and what she does, she'll say, She gets you in by saying, who's reading what? Or authors, put the link to your book out. And then she responds back to you. And wasn't it a charge, Denise, or
Yeah, it's
if
a
we
charge. Yeah, she
she
charges.
charge,
If you're gonna
she
just do
does
Facebook, if you do the ad on Facebook, I think it's like 25. You do Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, you know, it's like a package deal for like 100 and some, but she's yeah, I mean, so I'm just thinking, is that something we could do to help raise money?
I've thought about that. It's time constrictive, for me at least. But into that aspect, one of the things I want to talk about in new business kind of relates to what you're asking. So when we get to that, we can go into more details. That sound all right?
Okay.
Mhm.
On the screen is the ad prices. 1/8 page, 75, 1/6, 100, a quarters, 150, 1/3 page, 200, half page, 300, 500,
Okay.
750, 1250. It is on our website and it's under the magazine.
Now, is that for a year?
No,
an
that's
episode?
per issue.
Per issue? Okay, somewhere on that other, I thought it said a year.
Um,
On the actual magazine when you showed it.
okay, let's take, let's see if I can, because of this way this is, I have to keep going in and out of share screen, which
Oh,
is
that's
annoying.
fine. That's fine.
But let me take a quick look. So I didn't think I said anything per year, but that would have been the one page ad.
When you were
Oops.
just showing it to us, I thought when you showed us the little small one at the top of the page, and you
Yeah,
said that's 75.
yeah, I'm trying to find it.
I think it might have been blue.
Uh-huh.
At the end.
I was going
That
too
was the
fast.
credit card side, or the business card side, wasn't it,
Right.
Becky? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Why can't I not find it now?
I think it was toward the end, like one of the last pages.
Mhm.
Before we oohed and awed over the socks.
Okay, there it is. Okay. Yes, that does say $75 for 1 year for a business card size ad. So I will have to correct that.
Okay, but it is per issue. So
Yeah.
it's for what, basically 3 months or?
Right, 3
3
months.
months.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. All right. So next thing, well, any other questions about the magazine? Are we heading in the right direction? Am I doing
I like
things?
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
No, I think it
Now,
looks good.
I did create postcards that shows the covers of all 3 issues that are coming out. So I will be passing those out to people as I meet them and stuff like that. And I'll get some to Denise Montgomery so that she has them for the festival coming up in February. If anybody else wants some, I can probably get some done when we have some extra money. But they basically say it's a free magazine to Texas authors about marketing, publishing, etc. And it has a QR code on it so that all they have to do is use their phone to get access to it and stuff. And of course, social media, we're putting it out there constantly and stuff. I sent this month through this various social media system, just about 1,000 postings this month.
Will you give me, will I have like a QR code that people can scan where they can go straight to our website and
You'll have one for the magazine and also for our membership.
okay, thank you. That's what I was talking
Because on the postcard, I did both. One side is for the magazine, on the back side is for the membership.
about. Okay.
All
right.
Okay. All right, so next thing, short story contest continues. It starts March 1st, so we'll start promoting that next month. We got the last one done. It has got the poetry winners in it. It's got everything done. Unfortunately, we're not able to order any books at this time to send to the winners because we just don't have the money. So hopefully that will change this month, now that people will have more money to either renew their memberships, buy memberships, or whatever. Maybe buy ads or something, and we'll be able to get those out to them. So They all understand, they're all being patient about it and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes.
And we have thought about using like, you know, maybe people just don't have it. Have you thought about using like Afterpay or some of those mechanisms so that people can pay their membership? Maybe they can pay it on, you know, they pay you, but then you pay that back on time. I just thought about that.
Corner and Afterpay.
Yeah, we have, actually PayPal does have that preset. So when you go in to pay, it does give you that option.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Whether it's the $50 one or the $100 one, it does have that option. I feel you. As you're yawning there, I feel you.
I know, I'm just so tired, so I do Tuesdays.
all right.
I'm tired on Tuesday.
I understand. Okay, so nothing new on the short story contest. We're back to schedule, you know, our normal schedule, accepting entries 1st of March to the end of July. Then we do the judging and have the book ready in October for the holiday sales and stuff like that. But the winners have been announced. They all know who's doing. We've been promoted on social media this week, and the book has been out there. And we'll have the audio book ready in another week. And then it just needs ACX to approve it. And so by the 15th of February, the audio book will be out there for that one. So that'll be a first for us. Continuing the student short story contests. I haven't done anything on that because we need to work on trying to find some good sponsorships of that. And I've been reaching out to people. I've reached out to Ingram, Amazon's ACX and Audible, Atmosphere Press, trying to get them to be sponsors of the museum so that we have that extra money. Of course, you know, I kind of reached out to them a little late for the 2024 budget. They've already spent their money, but they have us down for 2025. So we'll see what happens with that. HEB again came on as a sponsor for Lone Star Festival, which is good. This year is $500, which was the same for last year. So that'll help for that event. But I have to keep looking for other sponsors to help get it all done and get us squared away and stuff, as well as sell booths so that we have, you know, that expense covered and stuff. But I'm sorry, I skipped on that one. So any questions about the student short story contest?
No.
Okay, that should start in August if everything goes according to plan, but you know, in our next board meeting, we'll definitely be talking about it in May and stuff. So, all right, so the new website. When was the last time any of you have checked out our website?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
me
right.
too. No.
It's huge and it's a disaster. And in December, it crashed on us and it cost us an extra $150 to get it recovered, but we got it back up. The guy who I had working on it, unfortunately, he's gotten a full-time job, so he's no longer available to me, and he was real cheap because he was from another country. So I have to find someone, but in the process, we also need to redesign it to make it more user-friendly and stuff. Let me just go ahead and pop it up so that y'all can get a sense of it. Oops, let me switch. There we go. Oops, that's fine. They do not make the share screen easy. Okay, so as you can see up here at the top, let me see, there we go. Okay, we have, you know, our home button, the pages, authors, requests for donations, our awards program, which is a book contest and the honorees, all the books that we have listed, which is nowhere close to all the ones we should have, the short story contest, our membership program, and of course the link to our store for t-shirts, goodies, and stuff like that. So keep that in mind, ladies, when you want to buy your socks. The book submission form, which needs to change because the electronics are changing so much. Some of these forms are no longer working with each other. So I have to figure out a new way to do that. The free ebook, which is about our museum and stuff. Our videos, which is like the general videos, the board meetings, things like that. And of course the magazine. So you see right there, there's a lot of stuff, and trying to find people is not always easy. I suggest to people to do a search. So let's see here. If I can spell your name right. It's Bryson. We do a search for you. It comes up. And there's your information. There's your picture, your bio. The only book we have in the system because we're so far behind and everything and stuff. But that's currently what people see and stuff. But we've got to make this better. We've got to make it more user-friendly and get them to understand all the things we do. Okay. There's the contest, short story, the Lone Star, the free ebook. I mean, there's so much. So I've outlined it on the homepage. So at any time, feel free to go in there and take a look at it as to what we're thinking of changing and making it better. I put it there so that people could respond to us with their thoughts and their ideas. This is going to be a long-term project and it's not going to be cheap. So we need to figure out how to do it the most economical way, because it's going to be when we have the money, we can do something type thing. But yeah, we want this to be the premier website because we have such a very unique museum and we need people signing up to be members of this museum for the marketing aspect, but also then, to help cover our monthly expenses, which on average is about $1,500 a month right now. That's just basic bills. So that's something that we need to work on in that respect.
So can I ask something?
Mm-hmm.
You said that we need to get people to sign up for the museum or whatever you said.
Membership
for the museum. Are you talking authors, people in general? And what do they get for that membership? I mean, why would they want to be a member?
Okay, so clarify everything. Every author in Texas automatically gets a free membership. And that free membership is that page that I just showed you of Denise. It's her picture, her bio, and her book or books. Okay, and that's it. That's all they get for free. Okay, now under the membership program for $50, we will then interview them for our TV show that is put up on YouTube, and we promote that. Okay, we're averaging close to between 500 to 1,000 hits over a period of time for each show. Okay, so that's marketing. Okay, in addition, we will go ahead and tweet out about one of their books over a 3-month period of time, so that they get that marketing material and stuff and that marketing promotion of their books. Okay, let's see what else here. Then they get a copy of a free ebook about marketing. They can choose from 30 titles. That's free. And also one audiobook that they get to choose from the 30 books of marketing and stuff. So that's $50 value for a whole year. Okay, does that sound fair?
So what did you say about the free audiobook? What did you say?
They get one free audiobook. They get to choose from one of 30 books that are about marketing.
Okay. That's where you lost me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's $50.
Right.
Then if they do the 100, we triple the amount of social media posting about that book that they've selected. So it's 3 times as much posting. Plus in the TV interview, we actually ask 4 specific questions that they can re-edit so they can use in social media as not only for themselves, but we do as well. We post it out there specifically relating to their book. Why did you write this book? Who's your favorite character about the book? Short, sweet little 1-minute clips that they can use for social media. Okay, they can put it on their YouTube or wherever they want and stuff. We help them with a new book release. If they've got a new book coming out, we'll help promote it. That's included in the $100 and stuff. For the ebooks, they get now 6, one every 6 months, excuse me, and one every 6 months for the audiobooks. They get double that. Plus, they get to take 20% off of any of our expenditures. So say like they want to buy an ad, they get 20% off of that. So it saves them some money and stuff. Let's see what else. In the page, they get a link to their specific website versus a link to Amazon. So it can go more directly to them if they want to sell their own books and stuff or have it set up that way or want that interconnection going on and stuff. So we basically are doubling what they're getting for the $100. Okay. Does that seem fair? Is that good?
Yeah, seems fair to me.
Yeah, no, I think it's good.
Yeah.
I noticed, I think you said it was an old business and it said, you know, how do we make this more attractive and increase membership without going back to a school aspect of the
Right.
making an author school? So I was just trying to get that straight, what it is that we're doing now. I mean, you know, as to separate it from what
Yeah,
the author school was. It's more back to what it used to be, right?
right. Exactly. More basic, more simple, helping them market their books with the membership versus not if they did it. Okay, here comes Ernie. So, okay.
So can I ask a question about
Sure.
the magazine? So do you take ads like people that may have a nonprofit, or do we just take book ads, but we take business ads as well?
We'll take any ad at this point.
Okay.
We need the money.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say no anymore.
Okay. All right.
But yeah. So yeah, we'll take ads for anything of any size, as long as it's nothing that's negative or hurtful
Right.
or disrespectful.
Right.
Yeah, just like our general policy and stuff. Hello, Ernie, welcome. All right. So those are two memberships. Now, in reference to memberships, as you know, prior to COVID, we were at about 350 members.
Yeah.
As of this month, we are down to 45. Okay. And that just isn't paying the bills. So we need to get it back up to the numbers we were at, and you know, bring back the people who have walked away. When they've walked away for a lot of reasons, we have, well, we lost the ones that lived outside of Texas. That was a good 20 people right there, right off the bat. Then we had people move out of Texas. So we lost another 10 to 15 people on that one. And then the rest were just, this isn't, you know, I just don't see the value anymore and just walked away. So we need to
But
get them to see the
but-
value and bring them
but
back.
Alan, is it that people, the ones that moved out of Texas, it's not that they can't still be a part of it. Was that just their understanding because they didn't live in Texas anymore?
Yeah, a few of them said that, and I immediately said, no, you were here, your heart's in
Yes.
Texas, so yes, you're a member. And that's the thing about the rule here. You're either living in Texas or your heart belongs in Texas. Okay, so that does open it up to a lot of people who are living in other states who want to come back to Texas at some point, or retire in Texas or whatever, because their heart is still in Texas. So that still counts for them. And so I try to explain that to those people that did mention that and stuff. Some people, they just moved and that was the end of that, and they didn't want to discuss it any further.
So is there some shiny little bauble that we could give to people to come back, you know, say, we want you back, and try to entice old members to come back?
Yeah.
Not just new members? Maybe put their picture on social media or give them
okay,
give them something for it.
yeah. So all the ones that were part of the Author School of Business that we moved over to here, the Texas authors, they automatically went to level 3, which is a $100 membership. So I made it clear to everybody, look, you paid for it, you're going to continue to get it. Your time will expire accordingly and stuff like that. For all the old ones that have walked away, I have no problem saying, look, if you come back within a period of time, we'll, you know, at $50, we'll automatically bump you up to the level 3, which is $100. And you know, that way you get all the benefits of that. So that way they're getting a level 3 membership at half price. I mean, $50 is no big deal in some respects.
Well, you know what, Alan, I was just sitting here thinking, if, you know, if I've moved away and you just send me something and saying, because I know you want me back and you want my money, you know, if you just reach out, send a postcard, you know, have you hired so-and-so? Have you gotten a new book? You know, we miss you here at Texas Authors. Would, you know, if you come back now, we can advertise your book in our new magazine, or, you know, or something. Give them to, oh yeah, well, I do have this.
Or
new book.
here's what you've missed since you've been gone,
There
and
you
that the
go.
magazine is it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here's a new way for you to, you know, if you just say, come back and we're gonna get your money, people have to, but they look at, okay, they got a new way I can advertise my book, or they're asking how I'm doing.
Yeah, I have absolutely no problem with that at all. And doing it, it's, as a board, we just need to figure out what's going to be the best option to entice them back. If it's 50% off their $100 membership, for $50, that's fine. I wouldn't do 50% off a level 2. It's 50-50. We just need the
No.
flat 50. But we could say, get a quarter page ad in the magazine if you come back as a member, no matter what level 2 or level 3. Because they're already level 1 regardless. But if they come back as level 2 or level 3, they get a quarter page ad in the magazine to promote your book. Old or
I think
new.
that's a good idea. Like
Yeah,
Denise
I do
says,
too.
you don't want them to think we just want them back for the money.
Yeah, the only
Even if
reason
we
you
did.
reached out to me is because you want the money, which is true.
No. Yeah.
But we don't need to tell them that. Just tell them, if you come back, we have a brand new magazine. Send them the link to the magazine so they can see it, and your ad could be featured in the magazine. And they go, "Oh yeah, this is neat." That would entice me to want to come back.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And it can be the little small one, but just something like
Mhm.
just some token of appreciation for
Yeah.
coming back.
There you
Have we,
go.
have we thought about reaching out to Texas publishing companies that we may get their authors on?
Yes, and so earlier, I was showing Denise the Lone Star Literary, and I was talking to Becky prior to that I've reached out to them and waiting for her to get back into town, which it should be after the February 1st. I know when she gets back in town, they're doing their anniversary party. I believe it's the 9th of February. So I know I won't hear from her until after that. But what I was going to suggest to her, for both her benefit and ours, was every time somebody signs up with her to do a blog tour or something like that, we give them a free membership. So it helps her business grow, but it helps us connect to those Texas authors, because she's got tons of Texas authors that are not listed with us. And I can't find communications with them to get them to know that we exist. So I'm hoping this would be a way that it doesn't cost us anything, but it gets us somebody into the system.
Okay.
So that's one thing I was thinking. But yes, Atmosphere Press, which reached out to me around about October of last year. They're based here in Austin, and I didn't realize that until this week. I now have a phone call set up with them to talk about sponsorship of the museum. And if nothing else, to let them know, hey, this is who we are, and you should let your Texas authors know about us and stuff, so that they get marketing and stuff. But yes, Black Rose Publishing. Ernie, you have a publishing company. Anybody I know, yes, I say, hey, don't forget to tell your Texas authors, it's a free membership. I want to get them in the door. I want to get their email. And then from there, we can try to get them into being a member and stuff. So yeah, I do try that when I can. Okay. And just to go back, if we give them a quarter page ad, that's $150 value. I think that's a good incentive, don't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. All right, let me go back. So back to the website. That's going to be a long-term thing, and you'll hear more about that over our updates and stuff like that over the next year and stuff. So I'll definitely keep you all posted. The promotional items we talked about, I showed you where this general store is. I showed you a page of the things we have, the books, socks, and all that other stuff. We talked about the membership through all of this. So hopefully after the 1st of March, we should see a lot more people signing up, because income tax returns are starting to come back by that point. People have paid off their Christmas debts and stuff like that. Okay. And we've we talked about programs that we need to offer, which we've gone through some of those, but we'll touch base more. Lone Star Festival is moving along. We have an agreement with J&J Ranch Productions to co-sponsor the film festival with us this year. And they're also doing the book to Film contest.
Mm.
And they're doing the February 10th, Saturday, February 10th session with us so that people can learn how to turn or how to get their books into the movie aspect. And so everybody who signs up for that session also gets a free book about that. But then, you know, like I said, they have a contest for that, which will be at the film festival June 1st. So the Lone Star Festival is
Where will
slowly,
the film festival be out?
it's at a theater that's on the same block as the festival.
Okay.
So it's, you know, you can see it from the festival and stuff. So it's real close. So yeah, things are moving along really nice with that. We're getting a lot of international attention on that. This first year, we chose to leave it open to any author who wanted to participate, no matter where they're from. We needed to get this to be financially successful so that the next year we can say, okay, now it's only Texas authors, or now it's only Texas films, or now it's only Texas this, you know, try to fine tune it and stuff like that. So we'll see how that plays out this time, but we're getting good response. And so I'm happy with that. So.
What session were you saying that there would be more information?
Saturday, February 10th at 10:30 a.m. is a book to movies session.
And what, do you send that in the email?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
It was in, matter of fact, today's newsletter.
Oh, okay.
All right. We've talked about doing a Lone Star Festival for the African American community, and I'm a little frustrated because, you know, I've put the word out there to everybody and saying, hey, I need help with this because, you know, it has to be from the community. I need members from the community, and nobody has said, okay, here, I will help.
I responded, Ellen, didn't I?
I did too.
No.
Yeah.
You said
I
you were interested in being there, but not.
Okay, well, I
No,
have,
we said it on the board meeting when you talked
Yeah.
about it. We said we
well,
would
you
help.
said, we gonna help you. So,
All
you know,
right, all right.
okay.
Okay, so to that, I have been reaching out to communities for 2025 to try to get them involved in this. I reached out to Victoria and they ignored us. I reached out to not College Station, excuse me. What's the one that's south of there?
Brian.
No, not Brian. Where the African American college is, the Texas A&M Mercantile College?
Prairie View.
Prairie View, thank you. Yes, I reached
Yeah.
out to them, no response. So I've reached out to two up in the north side, Rockwell and Fernie.
Okay, Paul Quinn. Paul, I know you may not know. Paul Quinn is Central Dallas. They usually do Black African American films, and then we have the African American History Museum here.
Right, which are that's too small for this type of program.
Okay.
Okay, we need a city like Seguin where it has a town square and stuff. Because again,
Okay.
you know, you're looking at 100 vendors, food, music, art, books, the whole thing, just like that, but specifically for the African American community. Fernie has been so far the only city that has responded. So he is checking to make sure that they can do it in 2025 because they're remodeling one of the parks there to be larger and more inclusive for something like that. So they are interested. They just have to make sure that the timing is correct and stuff like that. So we should hear back from them. But I do need a lot more from the community to say, yes, we really, really, really want this. And yes, we're going to work with you to make this happen, because otherwise it's just more work for me. And I'm sorry, I just can't do it.
Are you talking about a separate event?
Mm-hmm. Specifically for the African American community, because there's so many out there that feel rejected by the other book festivals and stuff like that, that they're not a part of and stuff. And there are a lot of authors
Then I
out
think
there.
we need to make it plain that everyone is welcome, no matter what, you know, no matter what our color, creed, any of that. Everybody
Right.
is welcome.
Yeah, we do that with the Lone Star Festival. I make sure everybody understands it's for everybody. And I even reach out to the minority communities of all types, trying to make sure they sign up and be a part of it, because I want them to be represented as much as possible. But for the African American community, even though it's an African-American Black event where that's the majority of the focus, everybody's welcome to attend and to be a part of and to grow and to learn from. Okay.
Well, I
And-
mean, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
check on, because you know, a lot of these big cities, they have these cultural departments that do stuff like that. So I'll ask tomorrow when I go to work at the city of Dallas what they have. I mean, what can, do they have anything that we might can utilize? Because you know, they got grant money for the arts and everything. So you know,
Right.
they may
And
have.
and they do, and it does help, absolutely. But at the same time, they also have a lot more restrictions. For example, at the Lone Star event, we can have authors bring their own tents, but in the big cities, we have to rent from the big rent companies because the tents have to be fire flame proof and stuff like that, which
Okay.
the ones you buy in
Wow.
the store, you can't. So it costs us more to do that. And the insurance is higher, the rentals are higher. So sometimes it's not worth doing it there, even with
Okay.
the extra money. So that's why I try to keep it to the smaller communities, even around the Dallas area, like Mesquite has been mentioned. What's the other one? Not Grand Prairie. Yeah, Grand Prairie was mentioned.
Arlington, Irving.
Yeah, because they don't have those same restrictions, and it makes it
Mhm.
more economical for people to participate, because then we don't have to charge so much for the vendors to participate and stuff. And everybody
And
wants
what
to
was
try
the
to
name
make
of the
money.
what was the name of the little town you said, Alan?
Forney and
Oh,
Rockwell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Forney, yeah, south of Dallas.
Yeah,
Was
Yeah.
east of Dallas.
it's south.
Southeast.
Yeah, just not too far from the lake over there.
Yeah, Lake Ray Hubbard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but Forney is growing, so yeah, they have a nice little town square out there.
yeah, and like I said, they were also redoing their park to do that type of stuff and
Yeah.
stuff. So hopefully we can do something with them and see what happens and stuff. All right, I'm running out of time here. Okay, so Book Spring is a nonprofit.
I'm sorry. I was
Hmm?
gonna say, have you checked like DeSoto? Because then if you get DeSoto, you got DeSoto, Cedar Hill, Lancaster, and Glen Heights, and then maybe even Red Oak.
Okay, if you would be kind enough to email that to me so I remember.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Book Spring. They are an Austin-based organization that is focused on getting books to children. I met with them a couple weeks ago, and we're going to participate with them on a lot of different levels. What we were able to arrange with them is for people that go through us and they don't have a Spanish version of their book, they will translate it and allow then the author to use that translation to create a Spanish version of their book so that they can
Yay.
sell. But in exchange for that translation, the author then agrees to let them use that book in their system to be given electronically for free to kids to read and use and stuff like that. So
But
that's
the
what we've
author
been
gets
able
to
to
keep-
arrange.
The author gets to keep the Spanish translation.
Keep the Spanish translation and the copyright.
Got it.
Okay, so it's an exchange. Instead of you saying, here's my book, and they give you $100, they'll translate it, and that's the compensation. You still
Okay.
let them use the book, and you get to use the translation. So each party helps each other in that respect. It increases their library and stuff like that. So that was that full page ad that you saw in the magazine, and also a newsletter will be going out about that in the next couple of weeks. When we're back to doing newsletters, because it's on hold because we don't have the money to pay for the fee. But that's what we've been able to arrange with them. Also in May, they have a book festival type of event for kids at their location. And you'll see a newsletter going out for that, looking for children's authors who want to come in and do some reading here and there and stuff. They
Oh,
won't
I
be
want
selling
to.
books.
Yeah.
They won't be selling books per se, but you'll be able to
Yeah.
do readings and stuff like that.
But
So
you get the exposure. That's you get,
exactly,
you get the exposure.
exactly.
And where is this again, Al?
Austin.
Oh, Austin.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be South Austin, actually. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Did y'all get to see the book vending article that Bastrop is doing? Okay.
Yes.
So I've reached out to both Bastrop ISD, and they forward our information over to the librarian. The librarian hasn't reached out to us, but I hope, I'm going to try to reach out to her, find a way to reach out to her, to talk to her. It's a great little idea, in case you're not aware, it is a vending machine full of books. The kids earn credits that they get to use to get the books out to keep and read and do and stuff. And they're expanding it from 1 school to 5 schools over the next 2 years. I would love for the Texas Authors kids to be, our books, children's books, to get into that, but we have to deal with the book ban laws that are currently on hold, but are going through the system. So we have to make sure we meet all those requirements before we can help them get the books in there. We also need to make sure that they're willing to take the books and stuff like that. But that's one of those things I'm trying to work on. What I want to try to do is give an award to that librarian for creating this idea at the, give that award to her at the Lone Star Festival, and try to give her a cash donation that she can use towards buying books and stuff like that as well. But I want to try to get it all lined up by June. So that's one of those projects I'm working on. It's going to be a slow project, and we'll talk more about it in probably April or May. Okay. So I just wanted to bring you up. All right. Now, earlier we talked about that one ad for Patty Taylor Wells in the magazine. I was showing the blue ad. So we have what is called Tell the World PR program, which is you pay $75 and we post it out to our newsletter following, as well as the media, as well as librarians, that you've got a new book coming out. $75, it's well worth it. Okay. But what I want to do is combine that social media ad and the posting through the newsletter to make it a double whammy for authors and increase the price. So they get to have the ad in the magazine, they get to have social media presence, and they get to do that. Initially, I was thinking if we just did the social media alone, that was $50, and Tell the World was $75. It's a $125 program. Bring it down to $100 to make it feasible and stuff. It's another way of trying to raise money for us. Any thoughts on that?
I think it sounds good.
Okay.
Me
Anything?
too.
Ernie,
Okay.
you've been quiet the entire time. You got any thoughts?
No, I've been listening.
Okay. All right. So then the next thing is I created a social media program, and we've got to encourage people to read more. I mean, that's part of what
Yes.
the museum's about and stuff like that. So what I've done is create these little posts that uses animals that are reading books. Okay, whoops. Try to get back up.
I saw you
Yeah.
said that, but I guess I'm not getting all of the social media. What is our social media?
So we have several accounts. At Texas Authors is pretty much on all the social media: Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads. We are 8. And then, at TAIH, Texas Author Institute. History is another one. Lone Star has their own. So I use all of those on all those different aspects, posting it out and stuff. But these are the images that I'm using, along with the quotes saying, animals love to read to educate themselves about whatever. And I have like 24 different things that I've been using and stuff. So I just create these little things that just use all different types of animals reading books. We've got a lot of hits on those, which I'm happy to see. So I'm going to keep that going and stuff. Let me see if I can find here. Here's an example of.
Are you showing us something, Alan?
Yep. So here's the one
Oh.
reading, but there's this statement. Books serve as a tool for an animal's self-education and personal empowerment. So in basic reflection, what I'm trying to say is kids, you are the animals, having them drawn to that. If they're learning from the animals, then they're learning hey, reading can be fun. This can be good. At the same time, at the bottom, it says, discover a great book by a Texas author for them to read here. And there's our website. So, you know,
My
as far as,
screen is messed up. I can't see anything.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
either.
all
It's
right.
just a dark.
It's just
Um,
dark.
Okay, something happened on the sharing. Okay. Um, Library's getting ready to close. Anyways, I'll try to send one via email tomorrow, so you guys have a better idea of what I'm doing and stuff. So
Okay.
So
I'll
that's
look it
one-
up on social media.
there you go. So that's one of the programs I'm trying to do to encourage more reading and then to promote our website, you know, get people to know about the authors and discover everybody and stuff like that. So that is it in a nutshell. Okay, I unfortunately skipped the words that said new business. Denise, I need you back on screen. Denise Bryson.
Oh, okay. I wondered if she get logged out.
No, she's there. She probably just wants to grab something to eat or drink. So I'll move on. Let me
Okay.
go ahead and do that. So in reference to that award for the Bastrop Librarian, do any of you have any questions about that? Should we give her an award to try to help build that relationship between them and us and promote it?
I think she would appreciate that. Just the fact that we're appreciating her.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
agree with that.
All right. So would someone like to move to make this a reality?
Yes,
Sure.
I make the
will.
motion.
Okay,
Mhm.
second, Ernie?
Second.
All right. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Revise the Tell the World program, so that includes both the PR release and social media posting, and make it $100 fee. Any questions on that? No?
Nope, sounds good.
Anybody like to move on that?
I will.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Uh,
And the animal reading things, I really don't need approval on that. It's just something to do, but I will email you tomorrow an example so you have a better understanding of that and stuff.
Okay.
Everybody good and happy with the Book Spring partnership?
I don't have children books, but yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's one of those things that helps us become more valuable,
Mhm.
is how I'm
Yes.
seeing it.
Yeah.
And increasing our opportunities. But it also gives, you know, Denise, you don't, no, Denise Bryson has a children's book. You don't have,
I have two.
you do? Okay. So for
I have
you,
two.
you don't have the Spanish version, so this would be perfect
Yeah.
for you.
That was, I
You
mean,
could
I'm
submit it.
all over that.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
you know, that would help increase your book sales and opportunities and expand
Yes.
your readership and
I mean,
stuff.
because you get to reach a whole new community.
Exactly. So, and if it works really well, if everybody's really happy, we can look at other organizations that are doing something similar, but for the older group, you know, whether it be prisoners or whatever, and see what we can do to improve connections and ties and partnerships and stuff. So, all right, so we're good with that. All right, Denise Bryson, where are you? All right, well, we don't need her. So technically, I need to vote her in as a board member. I think y'all know her from the other board meetings, so we don't need to go too much. So would someone like to move to make her a member of the board?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, second.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Uh,
All right. That is the official end of the business. Are there any questions, any comments, any ideas to help us bring the money in? Because we need so much money.
Yes, we do. I think everything that we've discussed is gonna be, will work out, especially reaching out to the old ones, to the members that have left. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good deal.
Okay. All righty. Well, with that then, if there's nothing else, would somebody like to move to close?
I move to close this meeting.
Okay.
Everything has been accepted.
All right. Second, that'll be
Second.
Becky. All right, beat you to it, Becky. All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, well, thank you very much for y'all being here. I appreciate it. And this will be available online in the next couple of days. So if you need to go back and review things,
Okay.
if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me as always. If you think of something to help us, please email me. I want to make sure we grow this and continue to build it back to where it was and also much better
Better.
than it is.
Okay.
All right. Thank you
All right,
again. Y'all
thank
have a
you.
good night.
Good
All right,
night, y'all.
you too. Bye-bye.